Hello, hello, Cancer. Thank you for joining me for your April reading. So I have a little astrological news to report before we get started. Definitely going to put this energy in your cards and see what they have to say. So the big deal is this month on April 17th is the new moon in Aries, and that is considered the astrological new year. Every new moon, every single month is an ideal time for planting, and depending on where the moon falls in your chart, it describes a place where you really need kind of a new beginning, a fresh start, what sort of intentions you should be planting for the best life. And other than your personal birthday, which is known as your solar return, your personal new year, the new moon in Aries is the most fertile time of year to set a long-term goal or intention. Kind of what do I want, where would I like to be in April 2019, you know? And for you, Cancer, that... I'm so sorry. I've been making videos. My voice is like a little... Okay, sorry. I wheezed like, what is his name? Muttley from the Hanna-Barbera cartoons? The evil dog? Okay, sorry. I got excited because I was about to say, this new moon is falling in your house of career and destiny when Spirit like flipped this card up to the top of the deck. The Emperor. Perfect. Bang on. Okay, so we're kicking off April with the Emperor, but I'm going to keep shuffling. We're going to keep talking. So your house of career and destiny is the house of your status in life, in your career. It's about your life purpose. You know, there's a house for your job and then there's a house for your career. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're talking about what feels like your soul work versus what, you know, maybe your 9 to 5 is. And if they're the same, one and the same, yay you. So what kind of goals do you want to set? Where would you like your reputation to be in April 2019? What kind of, you know, things do you want people to be saying about you, noticing about you, thinking of you? Where would you like your career to be? Do you have some big public project that you want to debut or create? It's a very good time, April 17th, new moon, to be writing down those intentions, setting up plans, getting excited, jazzed. Aries is the beginner. Aries is the leader, dives right in, rushes where angels fear to tread. So you're going to have more courage and sort of activating energy working for you on April 17th, okay? And also on April 17th, Cancer, I'm going to be debuting something that is really, I've been working on for a long time and I'm really excited about. So if you're curious, stay tuned. You can follow me on social and all that stuff below if you're interested. Excuse me, like I said, that puberty voice. Whew, I'm here, Cancer. Okay. All right. April. April. What do you want to tell Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising in the month of April? Kicking off with that Emperor energy, all about your career and destiny, where you want to end up, your life's work, your life path. Ha. Life work, life path. The Hermit. Don't worry, Cancer, I'll pen you down in just a second so you can see all of your cards. Spirit, what does Cancer need to know for April 2018? All major arcana so far. Big month, new moon in Aries. It's important for all major arcana so far. Wow. Okay. All right. Cancer. Cancer in April 2018. What do they need to know? Cancer. For April, for their highest good. Woof. Wow. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Need one more. One more, Spirit. One more for Cancer for April. What is the cap to their reading, Spirit? Okay. Very excite. Okay. You do indeed, whether you are aware of what it is or whether you'll become more aware of what it is by the end of April, you do have something really important to... It does feel like, it feels like a debut. It does feel like a significant project that you've been fighting hard for is going to be recognized. Your creative efforts, your passion, everything that you've been working for. This is all about public acknowledgement. This is about people seeing you and celebrating you. You might have to fight for it a little bit. And you might have to... Spirit is talking about refining this thing, narrowing it down, sharpening it up, polishing it up. It feels like you're taking on quite a lot. And I just feel like you would benefit from thinking about this habit or this project or this person. These are general readings, Cancer, so I get a lot of messages. And I want you to trust your own intuition. You're a very intuitive sign. This should be empowering for you and helping you see the thread through the reading of what it means for you, what this is talking about for you. And it feels like, think about the things that you're putting most of your energy into and consider what have they yielded, what have they produced. Some of them it feels like it's kind of not worth your time and that it would benefit you to take your focus elsewhere. Like, okay, you know what, I've been working on this for a long time and it really doesn't feel like it's not yielding. It doesn't feel like financial. It feels like it's not fulfilling. It feels like it's not emotionally, spiritually like, oh, I feel amazing. Let me just keep doing this. It feels like you benefit a lot from... I feel like this month you're seeking wisdom. That's like a major theme here. And you've got some great advisors around you. I should pan you down so you can see them, okay? Let's meet your advisors. Your spiritual and earthly board of directors. Here we go, Cancer. Okay. So, Cancer, you are represented, however you identify gender-wise, beautifully. The king and the queen of your element, the king and queen of cups, water, are both here. There's a couple things about this. For one thing, Spirit is talking about your intuition, your emotional intelligence, and how those, you want to lean into your gifts, okay? And for you, Cancer, you know, you're a cardinal sign, you're a leader. Cardinal signs are the beginners, the starters, the initiators. Aries is a cardinal sign. You are, it feels like you have built or are building something, it feels like you've built it. It feels like you have built it and it's extremely important to you. It's part of your soul's journey. I mean, this couldn't be more 10th house, honestly. The Hierophant talking about structures and promotion and rising through the ranks, gaining wisdom, learning your craft. I think you need to be very honest with yourself this month and compassionately honest. You know, Queen and King of Cups, remember, they're very compassionate, intuitive, emotionally intelligent signs. And Strength, both Strength and the Hermit are about deep inner work, deep self-reflection. You know, as much as you have these great advisors around you, Spirit wants you to start with yourself. Tune in to your higher self, your inner hermit. The Strength card is depicted this way because it's not about beating your... Okay, this is about inner power, right? And the lion is representing everything inside of us that is considered to be kind of wild. Like, this is taboo, this should not be seen by everybody. I need to control this, I need to tame this. Sometimes we feel like we need to beat it into submission or cage it. And let me tell you, that will only make your wild wilder, and not in the cool way. You need to let your wild be part of you. You need to forgive and have compassion for, and when I say wild, I'm talking about your temper, I'm talking about your ego, I'm talking about depression, I'm talking about the parts of yourself that you feel like, if I could just control this, if I could just cage this, if I could just, like I said, beat this into submission, I would be better. No. Actually, your fear and your depression and even your rage, and they are using that word, are wise. They have messages to give you. They're not there for no reason. There's a reason underneath them, and if you can discover the reason underneath them, you are going to have this tremendous level up. I'm hearing teaching and learning. Some of you may actually be teachers. You may not necessarily be like an academic teacher or professor, although that's very possible. It might be like you're a community leader. You're fostering the growth of other people. I want to talk about the Queen and the King being here together. Whenever I see a queen and a king of the same suit in a reading, it speaks to me strongly of a potential love match. It could also just be a really incredible partnership where you and this person, you just see eye to eye, you understand each other, you have a lot of the same gifts, a lot of the same beliefs. This is a really lovely arrangement. So some of you may be encountering your counterpart this month, or you may, you know, those of you who are already in a couple or in a very wonderful partnership, I feel like this just excites me. This makes me feel refreshed. It makes me feel like this might be the person that you're able to share your burden with a little bit, that you know, your load. You've taken on a lot, Cancer. You are a leader. You are building an amazing career. This is like, especially lined up with this Queen of Pentacles, this is about wealth. This is about wealth. This is about, they're using the word like longevity. They're using the word legacy. This is long lasting. This is not a flash in the pan. And that is why it requires your dedication, your quiet, continuous effort. So who is your Queen of Pentacles, Cancer? This is, again, it doesn't matter, the Queen and King thing is not about gender. It's about personality type, and the Queen of Pentacles is a nurturer. She's very practical and pragmatic, but she's also generous and nourishing and nurturing. This girl has her money together. This girl has her business or her job. Like she's, you know, it's always like she's on track for success. She's always on top. Who is this person? Consult this person about your efforts, your career, your job, your money. Like Spirit said, after you've done your own soul searching, you know, you've got to come to your own conclusions, but then there are these wise people, whether you're the Queen or the King. Consult your counterpart and consult your Queen of Pentacles. They can help you decide what is worth your time, what is helping you grow, and what is actually holding you back. And here's what Spirit is saying, Cancer. You are a very sweet, sentimental, empathic sign. It can be very, very, very difficult. This is so funny, but this is what Spirit is saying. It's like some of you will recognize this behavior in yourself because you don't even like to throw away things like old toys from your childhood, or sometimes even old clothes. It's like, oh, I can't throw away that napkin. That's where like so-and-so wrote down I love you and handed it to me, and I'm keeping it for the rest of my life. So if you can't throw away a napkin, and I have Moon in Cancer, so I am not calling you out like this is, or if I am, it's absolutely a call out for myself too. Just so you know that I'm not judging you, and neither is Spirit. They're saying though, they're making this example to like, yes, it's a little silly and it's to help us laugh at ourselves a little bit, but it's also to say, look, if you have a hard time throwing away or giving away or letting go of inanimate objects that you really don't need anymore and that aren't really doing anything for you, they're just kind of tucked in a drawer somewhere, then that should show you, you know, that it's very difficult for you to leave behind emotional bonds, people or just situations and circumstances that you've invested a lot of love and time and energy into. But swear to God, what Spirit is saying for you is, look, when you walk away from this, really, truly, you're going to feel like a queen. You're going to feel calm. You're going to feel ready. Or you could feel like a king. One or the other. Whatever you like. You're going to feel calm. You're going to feel strong. You're going to feel like at peace. I mean, just take a look at this imagery. The Eight of Cups followed by the Queen of Cups. And I want you to notice that in this figure's hand, walking away from the 8 stagnant cups, he's holding a lotus blossom. The lotus blossom is the symbol for enlightenment because a lotus blossom literally can only grow out of darkness and mud and swamp. So you're looking at this ugly ass swamp, right? It probably even smells. But then up out of the deep, deep, deep depths with this long, long root grows this beautiful pink blossom. And he's walking away and it's super tiny, and the next thing you know, it's your fucking throne. Okay, Cancer? You walking away from the stagnation, and let me make this clear, you needed this, so don't feel guilty about it either. You needed to reach the place, like you needed to learn the lesson over and over and over again until it was finally like, okay, this is really, really actually never gonna change, this is just how it is. I'm going to go away and make peace with that. And even if it means that I'm carrying a little bit of a burden. And it feels like this is a busy month. This is a month where you have a lot that you want to get done, a lot that you are doing. The reason that they're giving you so many advisors is because you're carrying so much stuff. And it does feel, Cancer, like you're kind of at the home stretch. You know, you can see the village ahead, you can see your destination. But there's a little bit more fighting to get through. There's a little bit more, which one do I want to do? This or that? This or that? Which one of these cups do I want to sip from? If I sit here thinking about it forever, they might stagnate just like the 8 of Cups. Okay? So I'm not telling you to rush, because I'm not feeling that, but I'm telling you be very choosy. Really take this reflection and self-inventory seriously so that you can work on the things that are going to make you feel powerful and peaceful and proud. That was a lot of alliteration, but that was not on purpose, I swear. The 6 of Wands, again, is victory and public acclaim, public acknowledgement. So after the fight comes the victory. You're taking on a lot all by yourself, but this card always speaks that yes, you do have the ability. You can, with concentration, you can win. Now, like I said, Cancer, these are general readings, and it's kind of like Spirit is showing me both outcomes. So this should tell you your free will is everything. That's the beauty of getting a reading, is that if you like where it's going, you pretty much can feel like, okay, cool, I'm making the right decisions, things are going well, I like this, I like where I'm going. And if you don't like where any of this is going, or you can see where some of this resonates with you and you're like, oh God, that could be me, I could be the person who just kind of stands here vacillating for another month, and I could lose this opportunity. Basically, they're showing me both outcomes. Some of you are going to seize the day, fight through and break through and have this victory. But others of you might still be like standing and looking at these 7 cups and going, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. And Spirit is reminding me of the scene in, oh my gosh, it's, for those of you who know what I'm talking about, and for those of you who don't, I recommend looking up the GIF afterward just to make yourself laugh. They're talking about the scene in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where the plot of the movie is basically they're searching for the Holy Grail, and so are the Nazis, because Indiana Jones always fighting Nazis like a badass. And there's a scene in which they find this underground cave, and there are all these goblets and chalices of varying materials, of varying beauty. And, Nazis are greedy and stupid, right? So they reach out and grab like the kind of most beautiful, ostentatious cup, and spoiler alert, when you grab the wrong cup, at least in Indiana Jones's world, your face melts off. So I'm not telling you that your face is going to melt off, Cancer, but I'm feeling like you might feel that pain and disappointment, not to a face melting degree, but to like, this is so funny, but this is what Spirit is saying. They're so funny. Like, symbolism is so weird. They're saying you might feel like you lose face, okay? I know, but that's why they brought up that metaphor, okay? They're saying you might feel like you lose face if you don't choose. Choose and go, because you have so much good shit, so much good energy for building something long-lasting, for achieving the promotion and the level, like I said, peace, power, pleasure that you desire. It's here for you, but you have to pick it and you've got to go for it. I'm also really excited for your love life, and I would love to hear you report. Okay, Emperor Cancer. Now we're going to do your Fiercely Focused spread, and if you haven't been here before, this is just a quick 5-card reading looking at the theme for your month, what Spirit most wants you to focus on or be aware of, and then the action steps they want you to take for your highest good when it comes to earth, air, fire, water. So physical, mental, spiritual, creative, i.e. money, relationships, projects. Woo! Oh my God, you saw that. Ah, I love it. I'm sorry. Muppet voice happens when I get really excited. Same card, different deck, Spirit doubling down. You're the fucking Emperor. You're the boss. Be the boss. This is about bringing order and discipline to your life. Like, they're using the words morning routine. Like, go on that YouTube self-development binge, like, and be looking at people like Tim Ferriss. Be looking at people like Alexis Giostra. Be looking at people who really have their shit together and are generous enough to share with you, okay? Okay, good deal. Okay, Cancer. Now, let's look at your money, career, or even your physical body. We're looking at the earth element spirit for Cancer in April 2018. What does Cancer need to know? April 2018. Cancer. What do they need to know about their money? Okay. Okay. This is Spirit coming back with that warning about don't sit and wait and think and worry and let these ships in the background like pass you by. Don't be holding on so hard to your money or your resources or your fears that you can't open your arms for anything else. You know, the Emperor is a 4-card, and so, and actually, I'm gonna pick you up, Cancer. I want to look at you. We got stuff to talk about. Hi. Okay. Ah, we can make this happen. Can you see me? You can see me. Okay. So these are both 4s. 4s, again, are about order and discipline, but the 4 of Pentacles is when order and, like, rules can become restrictive, and especially around your money. This is about scarcity mindset. This is about being so worried that the next thing isn't going to come in or the money isn't going to be enough that you hold on to what you've got with like an iron grasp. And this energy closes your channel. Okay, Cancer, when we get fixated, we're not open to the possibilities. Open to the possibilities because Spirit and your people, your guides, your loved ones who are working for you on the other side, who are moving the little chess pieces around you, that's what they're showing me. They have a bigger, better imagination than you do. And they don't have all the conscious biases, worries, blockages that we do. So you do your work, but let the results take care of themselves. You may find that the results are actually much more exciting and big and beautiful than you might have originally thought was possible. So just be open to that, okay? Don't sit and ruminate. This is a month to decide and pursue. Order and discipline. Wow. Okay. I haven't seen it yet. This is what they want for your mental realm, what you're thinking about, what you're... Oh, I love it. Okay. Another great advisor. You had 3 queens now. The Queen of Swords is so intelligent. This is a person with a talent with words. They may be a writer. They may be a speaker. They may like blog or make videos. They're a great communicator and they're a great analyst, strategist. If you need somebody to help you get your order, discipline, routine, all that in order, the Queen of Swords is a great person to consult. This is somebody who has already achieved their own victories. It's somebody with a lot of integrity, somebody you really trust. They're very honest. And via that honesty, people just gravitate to this person. That is why they're coming through as like a queen as opposed to a knight or a page who might be very honest and all that, but she has like this regalness and this power about her that just draws people to her, charisma. And tell the truth. Be honest with yourself. Be willing to cut shit out. When we encounter a queen or a king in the tarot, it's because they're there to help evoke those qualities in us as well. Like they're there to resonate with us and bring out our inner Queen of Swords. So perhaps you've been waiting on writing or broadcasting or publishing, and boom, here's your signal, okay? Here's your sign. Okay, now let's look at relationships, love, emotions. Oh, Cancer, I understand. Let's talk about it. It's like they said with the Eight of Cups, it's very hard for you to leave behind things that you've invested a lot of emotional energy and effort into. And you might, some of you, be crying over spilled cups this month. It's okay to grieve, it's okay to take your time and mourn if you need to, but I want to tell you that this card is illustrated this way for a reason. There's two cups still upright and full behind this guy, but he's not looking. They're not in his perspective. And also right in front of him, and also he's missing out because he's staring down at the three toppled over cups, is a flowing, gorgeous, fresh river where he could completely pick those cups up and refill them. There's even a bridge to another kingdom. All of this is saying, don't let life pass you by. This is like a huge, huge, huge thing this month, okay? Like they really keep coming through with this in different cards, different messages. Don't let life pass you by. Don't be staring at what's not working or what you wished had worked and it didn't. If it has not worked, let it go. I know that's easier said than done, but there needs to be a shift in your mindset. If this was not to work out right now, maybe for some of you, it's just never going to work. Maybe for others of you, it's going to work out later, but it's not now. You need to shift your focus to the stuff that is working, to either the full cups or to picking up your spilled cups and saying, you know what, maybe God came and kicked over my cups because if I had drunk from them, it would have been poisonous. Whatever you've lost, and I'm not trying to bypass it, whatever you've lost, it has made some room and some space in your life. And Spirit keeps telling you to open your arms, open your channel. It could be better than you think it is. So perhaps you've been holding on to this one idea for a long time, but really there's something far better coming to you. Okay? Okay. Okay, Cancer. And finally, let's look at what's lighting you up, what's activating you, exciting you. New path. Ships coming in, and they said that with the Four of Pentacles too. Don't miss out on your ships coming in because you're holding on to things or trying to stay in one place or trying to make something work that isn't supposed to work. This is an opportunity coming to you. I'm feeling for some of you travel is involved, like, hey, come over here, or hey, like, we want you to come visit and do this, or you're going to be training over here, or it just feels like new horizons. And feels like ships coming in and going out. So are you sending out a project? Like, are you sending out resumes? Or are you finally getting the response to the resume or to the request that is saying, sure, yes, please, like, come out here and join us, or let's start the path, let's get this going. This is the beginning of a beautiful, beautiful blossoming of your vision. See how them wands are blossoming? Still growing? Release the old and step into the new. Don't let life pass you by. You're the Emperor, Cancer. You are CEO of your life. If there is a change you want to make, it is your life and you choose. If you don't like the way you're feeling, if you don't like the things you're doing, take a moment, think about it, adjust. Change up your routines, change the way you start your day, change the way you end your day, and notice how it shifts your mindset and makes you able to do things that you've never been able to do before. I really need you to trust yourself and be kind to yourself this month. Get the help that you need, but do that inner work too. You've got some fucking amazing, amazing opportunities and successes coming to you, okay? You need to feel like you're worthy. Worthy, ready, able, ready, set, go. Okay, Cancer, thank you so much again for being here. I'd love to hear what you think. If you have questions or comments, let me know below, or you can find me on social, like I said, or email me. All that stuff's below. Also, if you want to get a personal reading, my shop is linked below. I would love to do that, obviously. I thank you so much for being here. I really hope that this is resonant and helpful for you, and I hope I see you in May. Bye, Cancer.